Now children, before going to the next what you can say screen, I'll ask you a question to you. Now you tell me, how will you prove it that HCl contains chlorine? How will you prove it that HCl contains? We have already seen that HCl contains hydrogen. How? When metals, magnesium, zinc, iron, they reacts with HCl, it gives you chloride, that is magnesium chloride or zinc chloride or iron chloride, FeCl2, and H2 gas is being released, proving that the given HCl contains hydrogen. Now you tell me, already we have done it, you say me that how you will prove it that HCl contains chlorine? In the previous equations with oxidizing agent, you can see in all the reactions chlorine gas is evolved. MnO2 plus 4HCl conc on heating will give you MnCl2 plus water plus chlorine. We have done it. PbO2 plus HCl conc will give you PbCl2 plus water plus chlorine. We need to balance the equation. So all this equation proves also that HCl contains chlorine gas. Alright, understood now? These questions will be getting it. Now coming to the another important part is aqua regia. What is aqua regia? It's a mixture of 1 part of concentrated nitric acid and 3 part of concentrated HCl by volume. That is called aqua regia. We are mixing 1 part nitric acid and 3 part hydrochloric acid by volume, and we get a mixture that is called aqua regia. What is being used for? It is used to dissolve the noble metals. You know that noble metals does not dissolve in the known acids, bases or water, neutral substance. It does not dissolve, because you can see in your finger you are wearing you might be wearing some there is what you can say some what is that it is being said, that is a ring. You are wearing it made of gold, silver or whatever it is. So do you find that one fine morning when you are washing your hand it dissolves? You don't find the ring again? No. Why it does not? Because it does not dissolve in any ordinary solvent. Gold, silver, platinum, these are the metals. So it does not dissolve in any ordinary solvent. Alright, so it dissolves only in a particular solvent which is known as aqua regia. It's said to be as. So aqua regia is basically used to dissolve the noble metals. Alright, how it is being prepared? See there, I have given the equation. HNO3 conc plus 3HCl conc will give you nitrosyl chloride, NOCl, water, and nascent chlorine is being produced. 2Cl within square bracket, nascent chlorine. Now this nascent chlorine react with gold, Au, to form auric chloride, AuCl3. It reacts with platinum to form PtCl4, platinic chloride. Auric chloride, platinic chloride, you get it. The higher chloride, the ic, not the us. You are getting it. Okay, you are getting the ic salt, not the us salt. Remember it here. So in this way, it is used to dissolve the noble metals. Aqua regia, we can say that. Clear now? Understood what is aqua regia? Now, next is we will come to the test for hydrochloric acid. Already we have done it in the chapter. You have done it that when you take a glass rod and bring it near to the ammonia, a glass rod dipped in ammonia, a glass rod dipped in ammonia, bring it near to the mouth of HCl gas, a jar containing HCl. What do you find? Dense white fumes. I have already said you. Alright, while preparing HCl, we have seen it. That how do you know that the HCl gas is being filled in the gas jar? How do we come to know? How do we come to know? We will take a what you can say a burning splinter. Burning splinter. I'm saying you will take a glass rod dipped in ammonia, bring it near the mouth of. Don't dip it inside. You bring it near the mouth of the gas jar. If it gives you dense white fumes, it proves that the given gas jar is filled with HCl. Okay, this we have done it. Similarly, if you take silver nitrate solution and if you put HCl, you will get silver chloride, white PPT. AgCl, white PPT. No other substance will give. And HNO3 is produced. Now, this AgCl, if you dissolve in excess of ammonium hydroxide, it gives a diamine silver chloride, which is a soluble salt. AgNH3 whole twice Cl plus 2H2O. AgNH3 whole twice Cl is what? Diamine. 2 amines are there. Diamine silver chloride, which is a soluble salt. AgCl is a white PPT, but if you dissolve in excess, if you add it to excess, if you add excess of ammonium hydroxide to it, you will find it dissolves. The PPT dissolves in it. Alright, forming a soluble salt. Clear? In this way. So this test proves that the what you can say the given substance is HCl. Now same thing MnO2, just now I said you that when MnO2 or any oxidizing agent or it reacts with HCl, it gives you, when it's heated with HCl, it gives you chlorine gas, which is greenish yellow in color. Alright, chlorine is greenish yellow colored gas. It's a pungent smelling greenish yellow colored gas. Chlorine is. Alright. So these are the tests of HCl, we can say that. Clear? And that is HCl, I said you, it is having nothing but a pungent or a sharp irritating odor. and I've already said you in the beginning itself that it causes a burning sensation in the nose and all those things, and in large doses it may lead to death also, because due to asphyxiation. Asphyxiation means what? Due to lack of oxygen you may die. Alright, so it is fatal in that particular case. Next, after that, you can go to the uses of what you can say, hydrochloric acid. You can go through your book, but still then one or two uses I will say you. It is used for the preparation of aquaregia. It is used for the pickling of metals. No, you might be thinking pickling means pickles. No, not pickles. Pickling of metals is the process of removal of oxide coating from the surface of the metals. Alright, so generally what you do is that before painting, you know that you use a that is paper, a sandpaper is being said that, and you have seen it that suppose if you want to paint your doors or the windows, got it, you want to paint it, suppose if it is older and you want to paint it once again, or you need to paint your doors and windows, what you do is that you have seen it, the people who comes to paint it, they rub it with a sandpaper. Alright, by doing so what happens is that they remove the oxide which sticks to the surface of the metals. Alright, they remove, and after that when you paint it means the paint sticks to the metals only, not to the oxide. Alright, so when they mechanically rub it and they remove the oxide, what is this called? This is known as pickling of metals. This is said to be as. So pickling of metals is again I repeat, it's a process of removal of oxide coating from the surface of metals before they are painted or electroplated or galvanized. And for pickling purposes, pickling of metals, hydrochloric acid is used to dissolve the oxide coating from the surface of the metals. Either you can do it by scrubbing, got it, mechanically, or you can dissolve in hydrochloric acid so that the oxides will be removed, we can say that. Clear? This is known as pickling of metals. Now HCl, you must be knowing, it is used as a gastric juice in our body. It is being secreted by the walls of the stomach, and it helps in killing of any germs or bacteria consumed along with the food, and it also helps in the curdling of milk, we can say that. Clear? In this way, these are the few uses of HCl, I should say that. So with this we finish our chapter, that is study of compounds. The first chapter, that is hydrochloric acid and HCl, we finish it. Now it's your job to do the homework. I will be sending you the practice paper also. Thank you.